Alright, Cookingway. You're gonna learn of more than carrots here. Like grapes. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permissions are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they'd be willing to part with a few samples. Alright. Come along, little bunny. What a fine mess this is. Oh, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus, and I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we can. Down here, up there, first on the moon, then on whichever star the form decides will become our new one. It's so sudden. So unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourself. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So where to begin? Well, let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes. Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour. They taste as much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I'd brave an erupting volcano for a choice brunch. Ghastly things. I'd rather eat rancid... I like grapes, but I'm not going to brave a volcano for them. You know what? I'll just say that. Who cares? It's a game. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to our next treat. Yeah, we gotta have wine. Oh no, we can't make wine out of carrots, can we? That's it. That's it. I gotta stay on the star, guys. They don't have any beer either. Oh no. Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Yes, that's... Ooh. Equal parts sweet sour as with grapes, yet nothing like... I may have to consult Urianche about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter? This is all very complicated. You know, so many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they are still, in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I have yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in the field over there. The final days are upon us, and we are feasting on raw vegetables and fruits. And talking about how we need grapes because we need to make wine because it's the final days. If you don't have wine or some sort of beverage like that in the final days, you're not living. That color, that texture, are they some sort of enormous round carrots? No, they're squash. No, in any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. Blech. It's so hard and flavorless, I might as well be chewing on a piece of wood. That all but confirms that these are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop, stop, stop! I can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it, cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder, though, if there is anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? Is it a lemon? Is he gonna suck on a lemon and, like, completely lose it? I think it is. What a wondrous fragrance! With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. As I have no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. But yes, I would let a little bunny bite into a lemon just to see the reaction in real life. Ah! My tongue! Is this poison? A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? Ah! It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. Alrighty. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking? I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges, less so the pumpkin. Though I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth. In more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to, a bit of sick came up there, learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. This is delicious! Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it completes the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. Oh, it complements. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes. And the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us, No doubt the Forum agonized over what was worth preserving and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. Mankind, the Lullapies, we were both born from accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. What? Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection, and therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. True. Pardon my Eorzean, but what in the Seven Hills are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cookingway at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Atheris's species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Urianger and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? We shall. This was cute. I liked this. This was cute. A little bunny in a garden.